Welcome to Listworthy's Top 10 list of TV shows about girls disguised as boys. If you love movies like She's the Man and Mulan, then you will definitely love the shows on this list, so stick around. Number 10. Arsenal Military Academy. Set in the early years of the 20th century when Chinese military forces were locked in a drawn-out bloody conflict against the Imperial Japanese Army, the government drafts young male conscripts to defend the besieged northeast of the country. A woman named Xie decides to cut her hair short and assume her brother's identity in a bid to join the Chinese army. Xie quickly proves herself more than capable in soldiery, and soon wins herself a place in an elite military academy in Shanghai. At the academy, she befriends a number of young male recruits, including quarrelsome rich kid Gu Yanjing and the gentle and introverted Shin San. As the recruits begin to hone their skills, they grow in confidence, and decide to take measures of their own in an attempt to foil the invading forces. But their struggle becomes more complicated when both Gu Yanjing and Shin San begin to develop feelings for Xie. Number 9. The King's Affection. The story is set during the Joseon dynasty, at a time when twins were considered an ominous sign. As a result, when the crown princess gives birth to twins, an order is sent to kill the daughter. To save her, she is secretly sent out of the palace. A few years later, the twin daughter, Dami, returns to the palace to work as a maid. When the male twin, Crown Prince Li Wei, unexpectedly dies, their mother realizes the court maid Dami is her twin daughter and persuades her to take Li Wei's place in order to prevent the crown from collapsing completely. In order to keep her secret, Wei is told to keep her emotions in check and not get too close to anyone. A feat that is easier said than done when Li Wei starts developing feelings for Young Ji-woon, who is from a noble family. Her court life becomes complicated when Young Ji-woon becomes her royal tutor and later a court scribe, while he himself also gets confused romantic feelings about Li Wei, believing that he is a man. Number 8. Oh My General. Set during the Song dynasty, this show is the story of Yi Zhao, a soldier of outstanding ability. Disguised as a boy since childhood, Yi Zhao was dressed and taught like a boy, to allow her to accompany, and eventually join her family of warriors. When her father and brother died in an invasion, she took over control of the Yi army to defend her home, eventually receiving the top rank of general. After her true gender is revealed to the imperial court, the Empress Dowager worries about Yi Zhao holding too much power, and uses the revelation of Zhao's gender to betroth her to a nephew of the emperor, and force her to move to the capital to be controlled. Her fiancé is the Prince of Nanping, Zhao Yujin, who possesses remarkable beauty, but is sickly, pampered, lazy, and spends his time on useless artistic pursuits. Strongly clashing in personality, the two engage in a battle of who will take power in the new household. Number 7. Love in the Moonlight. In this drama, Hong Raan is a girl who lived the first 18 years of her life as a boy because her mother wanted to protect her from the people that were chasing them. As an adult, Hong Raan continues to disguise herself as a man and makes money by counseling men on dating. Due to a love letter she wrote to a princess on behalf of a client, she meets Crown Prince Hyo Myung. Raan is unaware that he is the crown prince, and Hyo Myung is unaware that Raan is a woman. Soon after, Raan is forced to become a eunuch to escape dangerous loan sharks, and the crown prince and Raan become interested in each other. As Raan tries to survive the palace and evade the eunuch order's body inspection, she becomes close to Hyo Myung and helps the crown prince navigate his journey to become king. Number 6. Bromance. When Pai Yunhua was born, the family fortune teller, upon hearing her first cry, predicted on the spot that the baby boy would grow up to be a great success and a natural-born leader. But when the nurses announced that the baby was a girl, the stunned fortune teller immediately announced that the girl would not survive childhood unless she lived as a boy for the first 25 years of her life. Only then could Yunhua change her bad fate and bring prosperity to her family. Having lived her life as a boy, Yunhua was shy and always tried to keep her distance from people to hide her true identity. This mysterious aloofness made her irresistible to the girls around her. One day, she accidentally helps out Du Zifeng, who happens to be a triad leader, and his sister, Du Zihan. Zihan falls in love with Yanhua, while Zifeng becomes Yanhua's sworn brother and best friend. As her 26th birthday approaches, she must decide if she wants to return to being a woman or continue to be Du Zifeng's best pal, all while trying to resist her growing feelings for Du Zifeng and dreading the repercussions of her lies once the truth is discovered. Number 5. Sung Kyung-kwan Scandal. Set during an era when society does not permit females to be either educated or employed, Kim Yoon-hee disguises herself as her brother, Kim Yoon-shik, in order to make ends meet for her family. She goes through a series of odd jobs, mainly at a local bookstore, before she gets offered a chance to increase her earnings by becoming an illegal substitute test taker for the upcoming entrance examination for Sung Kyung-kwan, the Joseon dynasty's highest educational institute. She gets caught by the upright Lee Sun-jun, who later acknowledges Yoon-hee's talents, and even encourages her to enroll in the university. There, she must bear with the endless mischief of other students, and keep her secret from being discovered, all the while trying to hold her growing feelings for Lee Sun-jun at bay. Together, Kim, Lee, Gu, and Moon form the Jaljeom Quartet. The background to the drama is the reign of King Jeonjo and his struggles in dealing with the factional politics of his time, struggles in which he enlists the quartet. Number 4. The Heiress. This is a story about Han Yuanyang, who is the eldest daughter of the Han family, which holds military power at the northern border. She disguises herself as her twin brother Han Shih-yi, who passed away early, to ensure the Han family's military power won't be affected by the court, as they have no male heir. She portrays herself as a lustful, weak, and uneducated man to fool those who want to politically pull her to their side. Unexpectedly, she becomes the companion of the fifth prince, Chen Tingyi, and helps him become the crown prince. Wang Zhongyu, son of the prime minister, eventually discovers Han Shih-yi's identity as a woman and their secret relationship. Number 3. You're Beautiful. You're Beautiful is a funny and touching story about Ko Minao, who grew up in an orphanage with her twin brother, Ko Minam, since childhood after their father died. Years later, Minam becomes a music idol and Minao lives in a junior nun dorm to fulfill her dream of becoming a nun. One day, Minam successfully auditions for and wins a spot in a popular boy band. However, he must leave for another country in order to correct his botched plastic surgery. Minam's manager approaches Minao and requests her to pose as Minam for a month till he recovers. Minao is against it at first, but eventually agrees, as a path to fame would give the twins an opportunity to find their mother. Thus, Minao poses as her brother and joins the boy band, where she meets its members, the arrogant Hwang Taekyung, the gentle Kang Shinwoo and the bubbly Jeremy. At first, Taekyung is against Minam's addition and makes her life hard, while Shinwoo and Jeremy are friendly to her. Eventually, Taekyung discovers that Minam is a girl and threatens to reveal it, but Minam manages to win him over. Through their interactions, Taekyung begins to develop feelings for Minam. Shinwoo and Jeremy also developed feelings for her, even though the latter think that Minam is a boy. Number 2. Empress Ki. This series revolves around Sung Niang, a Goryeo-born woman who is sent to Yuan as a child with a group of tribute slave women. Her mother gets killed when the group tries to escape, but she manages to flee, and disguises herself as a boy. Deeply patriotic, she grows up to be a great rebel warrior and serves the country with her life, all while disguised as a man. Brave, resilient and smart, she inadvertently manages to get not one, but two monarchs to fall in love with her whilst she is disguised as a man, the king of Goryeo, Wang Yu, and Tawan, the emperor of Yuan. Later ascending to become the titular Empress Ki, she becomes a political force to be reckoned with. Number 1. Coffee Prince. The drama portrays the story of an unlikely romance between a tomboyish woman and a young food empire mogul. Go Eun-chan is a 24-year-old tomboy who is often mistaken for a guy. When Han Jae-ol and Eun-chan meet, he, not knowing that she is a girl, decides to hire her to pretend to be his gay boyfriend so that he can escape the blind dates arranged by his grandmother. After getting an ultimatum from his grandmother, Han Jae-ol takes over a rundown old coffee shop to prove that he's capable to his grandmother. In order to attract female customers, he only hires good-looking male employees. Eun-chan, desperate for money, continues to hide her gender to get a job at Coffee Prince. Soon, feelings start to develop between Eun-chan and Han Jae-ol. As Han Jae-ol is unaware that Eun-chan is a woman, he starts to question his sexuality and is thrown into turmoil. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to support this little channel by subscribing and hitting the notification bell.